Toilets are really important things to think about when you are designing and planning your van conversion. If you spend any time or plan to spend any time in popular locations or towns or cities, it's basically essential to have some form of toilet inside your van. So we've put together this film for 5 toilet options for your van conversion. This content is sponsored by Outdoorsy. Through Outdoorsy, you can rent your camper van out to make extra cash, and you can rent a van to try van life before you commit.
Okay, this is a small van, you don't have a lot of space, and the question is, where is the toilet? So we have a solution for this, and it's a very useful and clean and green toilet where you can do your stuff, put in a bag and throw it away.
My pee bottle, because guys, I pee in a bottle and I use this pee funnel. I put it here and you can imagine how I do it. I dump this every day and I clean it every day so it doesn't smell, and that's how I do it. So I just show you where I go pee, and now I'm gonna show you where I go poop when I have to, because I try to go poop in public restrooms and restaurants and stuff like that. So I have this trucker porta potty, and let me tell you, this saved my life a couple times and make Philip's life hell for a couple times. So yeah, you just open the legs and then you just like, so yeah, this is where I go poop sometimes. We store these under the bed.
We have a toilet in here. A toilet is great when the children wake in the middle of the night and they need a wee. You don't have to get out of the van and disturb everybody else. They can just sneak to the toilet.
You've actually got the shower and loo. That was all part of my being completely self-sufficient. I wanted to be able to have the shower loo.
First thing you see when you walk in the door is our beautiful blue tiled shower. We have a teak mat at the bottom and a Dometic cassette toilet. These are rigged, this is for power and ventilation for a Nature's Head composting toilet, which we will eventually get.
This is a Dometic toilet. It's hooked up to our plumbing, so it acts as a normal toilet per se. And on the outside is where you open up to get the carriage out and dispose of our waste that way, so nothing ever comes in and out of the bus, which is what we really like.
So one of the main things John thought about when he was designing the van was the fact that he wanted a full bathroom. So we have got a Thetford cassette toilet. It swivels round as well, which gives you a bit more room in here, which is really good. And we've got a full thermostatic shower. Last summer we only had cold water. We did a bit of an upgrade. So this year we've got hot water as well, which runs off a gas boiler in the back, and it works perfectly. It's PVC lined and it's got a wet room vinyl floor, so it's completely waterproof.
Moving on to the bathroom, which is, oh mate, what a space this is. I'm so stoked with this. Starting with this lovely wallpaper.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Which is like textured. It looks like a big shell from the beach.
Yeah.
It's nice that, isn't it?
Yeah, we did ourselves, didn't we? We're very proud.
We did ourselves. Took us about 45 minutes. So it's on a little runner here. We've got a shower with a mixer tap. We've also got a custom epoxy resin floor that our mate Jordan put in. Oh my days! So it's got the King in It crowns in it. We've also got like a little wooden tray for us to stand on. The pattern actually matches the wrap of the bus, but we just inverted the colours because we're smart like that.
Oh, it just ties in lovely, doesn't it?
We've got a Thetford porta potty, which works, but I wouldn't recommend it. The problem with porta potties is they smell quite quickly, and when you're like peeing and pooping in it, it fills up really fast. If I was going to get another one, I'd get one that splits them, so you can just empty the pee easily, and then with the composting toilets, you can just put the poo in the bin.
Nice.
But with this, we have to find campsites to empty it. First time Amy emptied that, she got pink eye.
It went in my eye. Oh, I think it smashed me in the eye quick.
For our toilet, we did a Nature's Head composting toilet. We didn't want to plumb in a black tank. We didn't want to have to deal with emptying. So the composting toilet was the one that we put in, which we've not regretted. We really enjoy having that.
The Nature's Head toilet. I guess the reason we did a composting toilet is we didn't want to have to deal with having like a black water tank or any of that weird stuff. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It's really easy to just empty it into a trash bag and put it in the trash.
This is how we get into my toilet. First, you just have to lift up the pillow. Then we take off our cute baby cushion. And then we built it so that it can be held up on its own by 2 hinges and 1 gas strut. The way that this composting toilet works is it does have a fan built onto the right side of it that does come out on the bottom of the van to take all of the stinky air out. We do have to lift the toilet out to dump it, but that's not really a big deal because it's not super heavy.
So a question I get asked a lot is, where is your bathroom? Obviously I don't have a room with walls, but I have a toilet that is here in this little box, and I also have an outdoor shower, which is a heated shower. Surprisingly, I haven't used the shower as much as I thought I would, because you always end up having showers at the beach or at a friend's house, and with regards to the bathroom, the toilet, I thought I'd be using the toilet less than I actually am, because at the beginning, like everyone says, you don't want to use it as much and you try to go outside, but then once you get into the routine of using it, it's actually quite comfortable to use and it's not that bad to empty and clean out.
In our last van we didn't have any toilet, and we found it pretty hard to find a toilet in the city or even outside of the city. Here we decided to put this little domestic cassette toilet.
So working with the toilet situation, I wanted to have something sort of an emergency toilet, not necessarily a big standard sort of hole where you needed to go, but you never know when you get caught short. So I compromised with a pull-out cassette toilet. It locks in place while driving around, but then you just pull it out and it can move around wherever you want it. Just a standard sort of cassette toilet with a little box with all your toilet roll and accessories and cleaning and liquids in there.
It's on a cleat, so it basically means it slides on and is held in place here. So instead, you can move it wherever you like. So you can use it as extra seating, you can use it as a footrest. What we do when we make the bed up at night, especially with children, we basically move it and it fits perfectly in the aisle. So you just slide it along, and we usually have it down the other end, which means you can actually use the toilet in the night. So basically, it is just a standard chemical toilet. You've got the lift up lid and obviously the toilet in there. And then when you want to flush, you've just cut out the handle there. So it just means you don't have to take it out or anything like that. It's all completely usable and hidden, because toilets are not very pretty.
Under the bed, we've just got a little curtain that Kate made, which is kind of nice because it hides the kind of just the stuff like the toilet and bins and just our storage stuff. But we have some really good containers just to chuck stuff in that like you can chuck your laundry in and it doesn't smell because you can just shut the door and seal it up. We've got a little porta potty for when you need it, and that just slides down. It's pretty convenient.
And over here we have our shower bathroom area. We are a little hesitant about how a full-size shower would turn out in a van, and we are so excited with how it turned out. We have our Nautilus shower door that retracts into itself, so it saves a lot of space. And it actually has a squeegee on one side, so it helps dry it as it rolls back. So it's really important in a small space to use every nook and cranny that we can. So as we were building the shower, we didn't want to put a rack in it that would take up more space on the inside. And so we built a pop out that pops back into the wall, and we're able to store our shampoo and soap there. And so that saves a lot of space. We're really happy with that. And then for our shower head, we got a shower head that had a long hose, so we're able to reach it outside if we ever want to rinse off anything outside as well. For our toilet, we got a Laveo dry flush toilet, and it has cartridges cartridges that we can replace, and after you press the button, it twists the cartridge around and gives you a fresh new bowl each time. The reason we actually went with this toilet is because we'll be renting it out while we're not using it. So this way, with the cartridges, it makes it a lot easier to clean in between uses. And yes, we take the toilet out when we shower.
So those are 5 great options for putting a toilet in your van. If you don't put a toilet in your van because you spend all your time way out in nature in the forests or the mountains, do remember the basic rules, which is don't go within 50 meters or a path or a stream. Dig a hole, nice deep hole, do your business, fill it in, and take your toilet paper with you. If you abide by those rules in the nature in the wild areas, you're doing something which is probably fairly sustainable. If you like that, we also have a bunch of other compilation films. Check this playlist out. It's got loads of different compilation films with different ideas for your van conversion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who you think would find it useful. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you hadn't noticed, we do sell an ebook for how to convert a van. It has over 190 pages of detailed instructions and diagrams, also 25 video tutorials which are specifically for the ebook buyer. Creating a van for many people is obviously a really intimidating project, but I really believe, and I've seen it time and time and time again, that with the right information, anyone can turn out with a pretty decent van conversion. So check the link in the description, subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and drop us a comment if you like this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.